It's always fascinating when you can witness the evolution of any kind of product. Think of the phone, from the humble rotary dial to the push button to the wireless phones, then to the cell phones, the brick ones, to the Nokias, and today's AI-enhanced smartphones. Well, with the BMW X5, we can also lay claim to witnessing the evolution of it. And this one is the latest, and it's even a plug-in hybrid. Hey everyone, Vince here from AutoIndustriya, and today we're presenting you the new BMW X5 XDrive50e M Sport. Yes, that is a long mouthful of a name. The X5 is the OG of the X series of BMW. They call these SAVs, or sports activity vehicles. This X5 is what BMW calls an LCI, or life cycle impulse. It's the upgraded, refreshed version of an existing generation of X5. And if you're familiar with the model range, well, you can see the changes. The headlights, of course, LEDs. You got a new front grille in this one. It's got the silver trim for the front grille, a revised front end, and this being an M Sport, well, you won't spot too much chrome in this one because they've got the black accent on the bumper. The roof rails are also black, same with the mirror mounts over there, and a lot of other nice changes on the outside. When BMW first launched the X5 as a new vehicle like 25 years ago now, this was the largest model in their range. Well, there is now the X7, but still at just under 5 meters long. I really wouldn't call it small or even mid-size. It's still very big and very spacious inside. Now, we look at some of the other details here, the large wheels, and you see a bit more detail there when it comes to the badging, because this is an M Sport variant, which means it gets the sportier M wheels, and you've got the upgraded brake calipers over there, M logo here on this door. And by the way, this door, if you notice, this is not a fuel door. This is a charging door. That means it's got something different under the hood. If you thought BMW was gonna hold back and put in a smaller 2-liter 4-cylinder turbo engine in this vehicle because it's a plug-in hybrid, well, think again, because they put in a full-on 3-liter turbo gasoline engine called the B58. Now, if you know your BMW engines, you can think of a few BMW as well as non-BMW badge models that use this engine. From the engine alone, this X5 already gets 313 horsepower as well as 450 Newton meters of torque. Yes, it is a powerful engine, but the secret sauce has to be the electric motor, because together this gets 489 PS and up to 700 Newton meters of torque. It even has a boost function that you can activate if you really want to go quicker. Now, what's really different here is the motor isn't a separate unit. It's integrated into the 8-speed Steptronic automatic transmission, meaning it's between the engine and the transmission, and it's able to drive all 4 wheels because this is an X-Drive all-wheel drive vehicle. That is something unique in BMW's application of their plug-in hybrid technology. The battery is located under the floor. The capacity is up to 25.7 kilowatt hours, which is substantial for a vehicle like this. It gives you just over 100 kilometers of pure electric range on a full charge. And charging is via that Type 2 port there on the driver's side. For the LCI, BMW has also revised the rear end. You can see some of the changes with the lights and a lot of the other details. But the real secret sauce for the BMW X5 is the split tailgate. One part goes up, the other part goes down, and you can sit there and relax if you're out and about for a picnic or any kind of camping trip. The cargo area of the BMW X5 plug-in hybrid is still very spacious. It can take on up to 1,700 liters of total cargo volume. Plenty for a weekend away or even a couple of weekends away. And if you look underneath the floorboard, you won't find a spare tire in this BMW, or any BMW for that matter, because the tires, they are run flats. And that makes it convenient when you're going on a drive to just keep on going at a reduced speed. No matter how many times we see it, BMW's curved dual screen display just looks fantastic. It's very impressive and sets the tone for the experience moving forward. Now, speaking of the experience, the impression the dashboard gives me, it's really leveled up in many ways. So you've got that screen, you got the leather. By the way, with the interior, you've got the Sensafin leather upholstery, very nice. You got the poplar wood grain there, also very nice in this shade of brownish gray. But you look around, you see Harman Kardon for your speakers, switches here raised up, very convenient and canted for easy use. And then you've got your steering wheel with the buttons for your cruise control as well as your audio controls and other system controls for the display over here in front. And speaking of controls, you see these paddles? This is not for adjusting the brake regeneration. This is actually paddle shifters for shifting the vehicle. That means when you pull it, it does shift up or shift down, not just adjusting how much brake energy is being recaptured by the battery. That is something a lot of BMW owners will enjoy in this vehicle. There really are plenty of details with the new X5. You can see it with the way they do the AC vents here. You control the direction by that. You have some touch buttons over there for the next track and volume and all that. But a lot of the controls are really located here. So what do we see? You see your transmission control, pull to put it into D, push to put it into reverse, and your 360 camera does come on. And speaking of 360 camera, you can maximize it by using the screen recorder feature. So if we go to the menu here, drive recorder over there, it can record in the event of an accident, or you can trigger the manual recording depending on what you want. Now for safety, that's going to be important here moving forward because this is loaded with all kinds of safety tech from your stability control, from your anti-lock brakes, and very advanced variations of those features that BMW has really mastered throughout the years. We'll list all of them right here, right now. And as for airbags, you've got plenty protecting you. Hopefully, knock on real wood, you won't have to put them to use. Now onto the features. You have wireless Android Auto and wireless Apple CarPlay. And you can maximize it when you use the wireless charger, which my phone is sitting on right there, getting a bit more charge. There's also a pocket here, which is perfect for your shades or glasses and your wallet. 2 cup holders. The key I keep right there, and this is the traditional, well, not so traditional, BMW key with the buttons on the side. To lock it, you press the BMW logo. But if you want to go minimalist, you can use the BMW NFC digital key right here. It makes it so convenient because you can put this in your wallet or even just your pocket and use that to drive wherever you want to go. Now, when we go over here, we'll see a lot more of the controls. So you have your 360 camera activation here with the parking there, your stability control off. You've also got the drive mode buttons right here. So you got sport, hybrid, and electric, depending on what your state of charge and how you want to drive, of course. Sport gives you much more response if you want to get the maximum out of the hybrid system right there, particularly the torque down low and the power of the B58 turbo engine over there. Your parking brake is over here, the electronic parking brake with auto brake hold. But the nice feature here is the adaptive air suspension. Yes, this one gets air suspension, which means you can set the ride height to high, low, or even super low for easy ingress and egress, depending on what you want to do. And of course, even if I play with it now, it's not going to activate because the door is open. But if you're the type that likes to sit in the back, which I probably suspect you are, then this is a great option for you. Look at the amount of legroom I have. This is my seating position when I'm driving, and I've got loads of legroom here. A nice and wide center armrest, which has a tray, as well as dual cup holders over here if I so need to use it. And then I've got my own AC system here. Whether I sit here on the left or sit on the right, I can set those individually depending on my preference. But really, it's the cushioning that is nice here in the back. It is just going to be relaxing for a long drive. And the nicest part here, I have a little bit of extra privacy with these sunshades. The new BMW X5 plug-in hybrid is a compelling proposition for any successful individual looking for a premium sports utility vehicle. Sports activity vehicle, as BMW likes to refer to it. As a family vehicle, this should work great. Plenty of space, plenty of practicality, and a lot of safety. If you're looking at this as an executive limousine, it'll work great as well with the plush seating in the front, in the back, and you can have your chauffeur take care of the business of driving every day. But on weekends, well, if you want to drive it yourself, you're gonna enjoy it too. Great power, and because BMW, it's always sheer driving pleasure. The price of this one, 6.99 million, and it's now available from your nearest BMW dealership. Oh, and by the way, if you have a meeting in a place where there's no coding window, and the best benefit apart from the radically reduced consumption, the ability to drive in pure EV mode and emissions that are a fraction of its internal combustion engine counterparts, well, it's going to be the exception when it comes to going to a place with no coding window. This is Vince of AutoIndustriya.com. Thank you for watching. Let me know what you think of the new BMW X5 plug-in hybrid electric vehicle.